it's actually terrifying. Whatever, I'm hoping it's just a technical glitch and nothing else.
Again, just a little bit of not really an update, it's kind of same thing. The FAA is on a ground stop. We do not have much information on how long that ground stop is going to last.
If you're a surgeon, I know your day is not off to a good start. This Microsoft outage has fucked us up. Thankfully, I only had 3 elective cases today. I showed up at the hospital at 7:30. It's now 9 a.m. and we are still on hold.
Man, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. The Democrat Party has started a civil war trying to get Biden out of there, which may happen, may be an imminent decision. Trump was nearly assassinated, and now we have a worldwide massive computer outage. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to focus in on what the hell is going on. Is this some type of massive cyber attack? Are the Chinese doing this? Is it North Korea? Is it Putin, the boogeyman Putin? So the information that we've been given so far is not a cyber attack. This is a massive computer glitch from the company CrowdStrike. So CrowdStrike is this multi-billion-dollar company, third-party company that contracts with a lot of companies, a ton of companies across the world to do their tech services. And apparently they were doing an update early this morning, and there was some type of fault in it. It hit these computers. The computers didn't know how to react to it, so they just shut down. And this has impacted 911 services. It has impacted hospitals, clinics, airports. You're going to mainly see the airports, delays all over the place. The FAA, they're all over it. Businesses all over the globe. So a lot of people are pissed off. And the CEO of CrowdStrike, he released a statement about what's going on. So let's look at this news clip to get a little insight into what the hell is going on.
It's a massive computer outage wreaking havoc worldwide, grounding flights across the globe, hitting airlines, banks, stores, and even some 911 services.
It makes taking care of people in the emergency room extremely difficult and time-consuming, as if it wasn't already.
The outage appears to stem from an update from a cybersecurity company called CrowdStrike, causing users of Microsoft Windows operating systems to crash. CrowdStrike tells NBC News it suffered a major outage, impacting businesses globally. The CEO says in a statement, CrowdStrike is actively working with customers impacted by a defect found in a single content update that is not a security incident or cyber attack. At least 3 major U.S. airlines, Delta, American, and United, grounded flights earlier this morning. The FAA says several airlines requested assistance. Lines have been growing at airports nationwide.
There's no information. There's no flights taking off. They have no idea what's going on.
American says it's now been able to safely reestablish our operation. Across the country, users on social media have been posting messages of their computer screens stuck on what's called the blue screen of death, now seen around the world. Microsoft has released a statement saying, "We acknowledge how impactful this is to our customers, and we are working to restore services for those still experiencing disruptions as quickly as possible." Yeah, it continues as we speak. Regardless of when these systems are back up and running today, the ripple effect could roll through the day, affecting flights all day. We're also getting reports that some cities' transit systems, subways, trains, and buses are affected, including here in Washington.
This billion-dollar company, they've been making money doing IT, doing technology for all of these companies all over the globe. And a lot of these companies, they're happy to have services like that because when they contract with someone like CrowdStrike, they get to fire their own IT staff. Why do we need to have a whole expensive IT department when we can just contract it? We can just go through some third party. And now a lot of these companies are regretting it today because CrowdStrike released this way that you can kind of get around the update, around the flaw in the update, but you kind of have to be computer savvy, at least moderately computer savvy to do it. A lot of people are not comfortable going into their system to do it, but a lot of these corporations, a lot of these companies, they don't have the IT personnel to even do that. So they're kind of screwed. They gotta wait, basically. And this is one of the major problems with having a massive company like CrowdStrike. Things become too centralized. Way too many companies and governments rely on them to take care of them. And when something like this happens, oh, you shit out of luck. And CrowdStrike goes around because it's high tech. A lot of people who they sell their services to don't really understand exactly what's going on. They say, well, look, we're going to protect you from hacks. We're going to protect you from this, protect you from that. Just give us a boatload of money. And they're going to say, well, it's very complex. You need a PhD to do this. So there's no need to ask too many questions. Just contract with us, buy our services. So let's look at a couple of industry experts. Let's see what they have to say about what's currently going on.
We want to bring in now Matthew C. Frazier. He is the Chief Technology Officer for New York City. Mr. Frazier, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Happy to be here with you.
We appreciate you being here with us. We appreciate it more than you could even imagine as an IT expert. Obviously, we've been dealing with this global outage now for several hours. To your knowledge, to the best of your knowledge, is this still what we were told it is, which was some sort of update by a security company that went awry, if you will?
Yeah, so that's exactly what it seems to be at this moment, and that's primarily led by the information that we have from our partner. So as you heard from CrowdStrike, there was an update that was pushed yesterday, I believe between the hours of 12 a.m. Eastern and 1:30 a.m. Eastern. And essentially what happened with that update is that every Windows-based machine that got that update critically failed. And because of the fact that they have control to push updates like this at a broad scale, this is why you're seeing the impact that you're seeing right now. In order to fix it, they've provided a couple manual workarounds for us to get it in a stable state. But again, those workarounds require you to touch every machine that's been impacted. We're hopeful that there'll be a more automated way to fix this, but at this point, it seems like it's going to be a very manual process.
Yeah, what seems to be evolving right now is that this was actually sort of a perfect storm of two incidents, that Microsoft's Azure cloud platform had an outage that began last night, and then separately but intersecting with that, the security firm CrowdStrike pushed a faulty or flawed update to their Falcon threat detection platform, which is causing Windows computers and servers to go down. And so the combination of those two things has just been overwhelming and causing the chaos that everyone's seeing. CrowdStrike's platform is significant to understand because it's a threat detection platform. So it's operating in real time. It needs deep system access to try to monitor for threats and detect issues and then, let you know about them. So when there's a problem in that system, it can really cause deep problems in the systems that it's running in, because it needs to have that access to work.
Now, this situation raises a wider question of how much society really relies on technology. Do you think that this situation is going to cause many companies to scale back a little bit?
Well, this is the world we live in. I don't think we can sort of go back or scale back in that sense. But as you're saying, it highlights the fragility of the internet, the fragility of the cloud, the interdependencies between, all the different software services that we use and connected services, and the need to have a clear vision for how we're setting up networks, how we're setting up our systems. And like you said, to have a plan in place and backups and, fallbacks for what different organizations are going to do if something like this occurs.
So there you have it. Not a cyber attack, as a lot of people are saying. Is all over TikTok, is all over Twitter. People saying there's been some type of major cyber attack, but allegedly it's from a glitch in a software update. We don't know how long it's going to last, but it's already cost probably billions of dollars at this point. When you look at the airports, when you look at hotels, when you look at hospital services, other corporations that have to do online businesses, they're all shut down. So it's cost a lot of money, but I don't know if it's going to make any major changes with how these services are being centralized because it's cheaper for companies to do it. Maybe next week, next month, everybody's going to forget about this, and CrowdStrike will continue to contract with new customers and continue to make billions and billions of dollars. And there's not going to be any major changes. So I don't know. But it's an interesting story. Like I said, it's been a crazy couple of weeks, man. But let me know what you guys think about this. Were you impacted by it? Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Share the video. Thanks for watching.